Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and I am thrilled to have you join me on this transformative journey. You see, every day we dive into a powerful conversation about self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery, where we believe that loving yourself is the first step to living a fulfilling life. You can expect insightful discussions, practical tips, and inspiring stories. Plus, we'll occasionally welcome special guests who will share their unique perspectives on self-love and personal growth. So get comfy, grab your favorite beverage, and let's embark on this journey together. Because it's time to embrace the beautiful person that you are. So let's elevate our lives one episode at a time. Now let's get started. All right, my beautiful people. Well, welcome to Transfer Tuesday here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, where you get your daily dose of inspiration. I am your host, Nyomi Banks. And family, I need to share something beautiful, something so beautiful about on how God answers prayers in ways we don't even expect. You see, this weekend I had lunch with tomorrow's guest, Zulma Williams, and what was revealed showed me once again on how divine timing works when we stay open to it. But before we dive into this, let's take a quick break. And when we return, we're going to explore on how sometimes our greatest transformations come through unexpected connections. It's your girl, Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Washington Wellness Institute focuses on healing always. For me, if I look good, then I feel good. If I feel good, then I share the good. If I share the good, then I celebrate the good. If I celebrate the good, then I live the good. So I can be paid to be my greatest. But I have to learn the good to be the good.
So, what does it take to be the greatest? It's as simple as a free 15-minute consultation. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
Hey, it's your girl, Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by. Me and Dr. Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to axnyomi.com and tell them Nyomi teach you. All right, my beautiful people. Well, let's center ourselves before we begin. Let's just find a comfortable position right now, right? I want you to close your eyes. Yes, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Yes, and I want you to feel the energy of possibilities, all right? Just breathe in. Exhale out through your mouth. I want you to feel how each breath connects to you, this present moment, to your purpose, to your path. Now as you breathe, I want you to reflect on how sometimes the universe brings exactly what we need, exactly when we need it, even if we don't recognize it first. I want you to take another deep breath in. Hold for a moment. Now exhale through your mouth. Now I want you to take one more deep breath in. And when you are ready, you can slowly open your eyes. All right, my beautiful people, if you are new here to the Season of Self-Love podcast, it's something that we do every day, Monday through Friday, just to help ground us before we get into the topic at hand. Well, family, yesterday we had an incredible conversation with Dr. Will about understanding rebirth patterns. And we talked about how these patterns show up in our lives and the importance of recognizing them. And tomorrow we are so blessed to have an amazing guest, Zulma Williams, joining us to share her powerful story on transformation. But today, Today, I want to share something remarkable that happened this weekend that perfectly illustrates everything that we've been discussing about divine timing. You see, I had an opportunity to have lunch with tomorrow's guests, and we unfolded so much. Seriously, what was unfolded was nothing short of divine orchestration happening in real time. Here's what's fascinating. And the very week that my auntie was experiencing medical setbacks, remember that? Remember I told you that was like in the first week of the new year, right? Well, actually, Zulma was going through her own challenges. She had been canceling interviews, and she was unsure if she was even going to make our scheduled pre-recorded interview that Monday. She didn't know. She did not even think she was going to make it through the weekend. But Monday morning, she was well enough to sit and talk. And what I mean, you're going to see tomorrow, she was so well enough to talk with me. When she shared that with me, I was amazed. I was taken back. I was in tears. I'm telling you, I was just like, oh my God, like, what is happening? And this probably was the beginning that everything was like loud in a line. I'm going to say loud in a line. Like everything was loud in a line. That synchronicity was happening in real time, like everything. And that was like, whoa. Like, wow. I want to tell you so much of her story for tomorrow. But when you hear tomorrow's story, tomorrow interview, and you'll come back to today, he was like, also, that was Naomi was talking about. Yes. And it was so aligned. So now, family, remember last week when we talked about the DVD principles? You know, I told you this is going to be our foundation for this entire year, our DVD principles. And so I'm going to come back here and apply them into our regular lives, because that's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. All right? You know, with the decision, visualization, discipline. And this experience perfectly demonstrates all three of them. And I'm going to share you how with one decision. I have been praying about finding people to assist me on this journey, whether it's through friendship or work. My prayer was that to find me someone or someone come to me or guide them to me that is in this area here that I can be able to go have lunch with, sit and talk, to communicate with. You know, yes, I have Dr. Lewis way in Ohio. You know what I mean? But I needed someone here that was on the same length or even further than me, that I can be able to bounce ideas off of, or better yet, can join what I'm doing. And so when I decided to make that prayer for it, that was a decision that I chose to make. Now, visualization, here we go. I kept seeing the possibilities of building a stronger community around this mission of self-love. And then the discipline, staying committed to the vision, even when things seem challenging. So even though the end of last year, you know, things was, you know, the new year coming, you know, we had the things going on. Y'all know what's been happening this whole time. But through it all, I still see the vision. I see it, I understand it. I know what it is. I am open to see more. But here's where it gets more powerful. The alignment is undeniable. Both of us was experiencing challenges with loved ones. She was challenging her thing with her situation with her health. And yet I was going through the situation with my family. But yet we were brought together at exactly the right moment. And when she speak about tomorrow, people, yes, I needed it that day. But she needed to speak to me as well. And this isn't a coincidence, family. It is not. This is what's happened when we stay open to receiving messages and guidance. All right, so I want you to think about something right now. We're going to do something real live right now. We're going to do a little interactive thing right now. I want you to think about something right now. Have there ever been moments in your life? Have there ever been moments in your life where something seemed like a challenge? But looking back, it was actually preparing you for something greater. You see, those aren't accidents. Those are divine patterns. Those are divine patterns. So family, as we continue on this month of new beginnings, I want you to remember that sometimes our greatest transformation comes through unexpected connections. So when we stay open, when we trust the process, when we recognize these patterns, that's when magic happens. That's when magic happens. But also, I don't want you to forget, don't forget to download our free workbook at the Season of Self-Love Podcast.com. This month's section includes tools to help you recognize these divine patterns in your own life. And family, I got a lot of things that I am brewing up, that I am working, and that next month, we got some great things coming from next month, and I'm excited. But until tomorrow, I know you're going so soon. Yes. So until tomorrow, I want you to keep loving yourself fiercely, stay open and divine connected. And I want you to remember that everything is happening for you and not to you. So you have an amazing Tuesday. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and empowerment here at the Season of Self-Love Podcast. Remember, embracing self-love is a continuous journey, and we're so glad to have you with us. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a review. And don't forget to join our community on Facebook at Season of Self-Love. Connect with like-minded individuals who are also on their self-love journey. Now, if you have any questions or topics that you'd like for us to explore, we love to hear from you. Email us at seasonofselflove@gmail.com and let your voice be heard. So until next time, take a moment for yourself today and remember, you are worthy of love, joy, and all the beautiful things that life has to offer.